For everybody listening, you already know who it is, and if you don't, it is Baby Gas and Mrs. Traphours. Matter of fact, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Mrs. Traphours.
Okay, there you go. It sounds better when you say it. Yeah, so for everybody that's watching, we're back, right?
Yeah.
Now improved, bigger and better, as always. For the people that have watched this before, in some sort of way, we used to go by he said, she said last time we were doing the podcast, right?
Yeah, we did.
And we were doing it like on Instagram Live, YouTube. I mean, we were all over the place. During the pandemic, though, people really liked it and all that. Today, though, it's our first day back, which, salute, congratulations,
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so, we just want to dive into it kind of like a little introduction, right? So this episode will be a little introduction for the people that have been watching us and for the people that haven't been watching us and have never even heard of us, right? So, once again, I go by the name of Baby Gas. I'm an artist out of East Oakland, California. Not only an artist, but now entrepreneur, now dipping and dabbling into the acting and TV and film, which you guys will be able to see here. But before we continue, just want to let everybody know that this episode is sponsored by El Jefe Tequila. If you ain't sipping El Jefe, you ain't sipping correctly, right? So,
Facts.
and tell them a little bit about yourself, about what you do, just for the people that probably never even heard of you, or maybe for the viewers that view us but don't really know exactly what's going on behind the scenes.
Well, I handle all the marketing, creative directing.
The one with the brains.
Yes, the one with the vision.
The,
Bring the ideas to life.
Not just you though. I got a little something to do with it.
I mean, I guess you help some, so yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, give me my credit where it's due, right?
But you can't deny, my Gemini mind is like pretty fantastic.
Nah, it's fantastic. It's a headache at the same time. If you really think about it, I mean, there's a million things going on in there. Like, I don't even know. Sometimes we're having a conversation and then you'll start talking about something completely different. We're
I
talking
know.
about like the next album rollout, and then you talk about Thursday.
I
Like
know.
what?
A lot goes on in
But
there.
it's cool. That's cool though. We just want to kind of just introduce ourselves as far as what we do and why are we doing this here. I mean, we're literally in one of our dining areas, so for everybody that's watching, I mean, this is what it is. We are very family oriented. We got kids. They're asleep right now, but hopefully our youngest ain't screaming here throughout the podcast. But it's cool. We want to do something different to where we kind of, do it in our house. A lot of podcasts do things like in different studios and things like that. And I think that's pretty cool that we're doing it here, right? I
I
mean,
like it. I think it's really comfortable. I feel like if something's going on with the kids, I can easily just excuse myself, go make sure that they're okay. So I like being home.
yeah, same. I mean, it's a dope feeling to be back. I mean, I know a lot of people have been reaching out to us, like when you guys gonna do the podcast again, things like that.
I don't know why I feel more nervous this time though.
Probably because there's microphones, headphones.
Yeah,
Before
probably.
it was kind of ratchet, in front of the whole Instagram live. We was off like tequila way before we even press record.
I know. Yeah.
But it's cool though. Like I said, it's all about improvement. We look forward to hearing from the people that are not only viewing us but listening to the audio. So shout out to everybody. I think that one of the things that I want to dip into today is kind of give people a little background, right? I mean, people that never seen us or not familiar with us, that probably like, who is that? Why he got his girl with him? And one of the biggest questions that everybody's been asking us on our social media has been, how did you guys meet?
Oh my God, your version's always different than my version though. You
Well,
always act
my version is the authentic version. No sugar coating.
I don't sugarcoat mine
No
either.
sugar coating. May I start off? Let me just start it off like this. So it was a beautiful Saturday night. I was throwing another one of my independent shows, right? It was, I think we used to call it Trap Hour Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. And one of the things is like, how would I say? I look into the crowd and there's somebody with a big old sign that says, gas, gas, pick me, pick me. I look over there and it's you.
No. No.
Hold on.
Don't ever.
No, don't interfere with my story. Hold on. Hold on.
All right.
We'll go back and forth. So she over there with a big old sign, pick me, pick me, pick me. Forehead hella big. I could see it from hella far away. And I'm like, you know, bring her up to the stage, bring her up to the stage. She gonna twerk for us, bring her up to the stage.
Oh my gosh.
Am I right or wrong?
You are wrong.
Tell us a little bit how it went.
I did not twerk that night, for one.
Okay.
Okay. Two, I did not have no pick me sign, okay? You didn't pick me from nowhere in the crowd.
Nah, I didn't. I didn't. Let's tell the real story.
Okay.
Here's the real story. So I was throwing a show, right? I believe it was Cupertino, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
It was a club, bar, whatever you would call it.
And I think it was all ages that night, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, all ages. Yes, it was. I think it was called the X Bar, and it was in Cupertino. We were throwing a show. It was another one of our regular shows that we always used to throw there, and it was cracking.
Yeah, it was pretty lit.
And she happened to come by, with a mutual friend of ours, and I was actually taking pictures. I think it was after the fact. I had performed already. It was kind of closer to the end of the night.
Yeah, I think I had got there late.
A friend of mine comes up to me and says, "Hey, there's a couple girls that want to take some pictures with you." So I'm like, "Okay," just doing what I do. I went ahead and did just that. One of them was you, right? And I could really feel the little vibe, little groupie vibe. You feel me?
What? Really? Groupie?
I mean,
Groupie?
nah.
No.
And that's the word that just come off the top of my head. Maybe it wasn't groupie, but it was like a little, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Like you catch my drift.
No, I'm not. So why don't you clarify that?
Well, I guess it was just like you just wanted the picture, right? You didn't even like have no interest in conversating with me or anything. You didn't even know who I was, if I'm not mistaken. You just wanted the picture to flex on the gram.
I guess I did.
I made baby gas today. Whoop whoop. But anyways, we chop it up. We took the picture. We got to chopping it up. It was at the end of the show, so I had some time. And what happened was that we ended up. What was it? I think ended up going to
Went to like Safeway.
Safeway, hella drunk or something, right? We were like,
They were pushing you around in a cart.
yep,
were
yeah.
inside.
That sounds about right.
I think my sister actually still has a clip of that night. I'm gonna have to ask her for it.
Man, we got to. I'm pretty sure the viewers are gonna want to see that. So yes, you absolutely right. I was drunk, getting pushed around in a shopping cart, and then we kind of hung out in a Safeway. We
Yeah.
disrupted the Safeway. We were even like on the cashier little electric belt or whatever you call that, right?
We were out of pocket.
We were taking pictures, but we weren't doing anything out of pocket. They actually allowed us, so they were pretty cool.
Yeah.
But anyways, from there, I think we just like, I don't know, we exchanged info or like Snapchats or something like that. And, I ain't think nothing of it, whatever. Just another night,
Oh, so I was just whatever.
Well, I mean, at the time, we being honest, it was just another night, like I said. And then somewhere in the night, she gonna messages me on Snapchat, like, where you at? You ain't coming to the studio? I'm like, you at the studio? No, I ain't coming to the studio. I was on my way to get some tacos. That's what I was on my way to do. Anyways, we connected from there. We kind of kept in contact via Snapchat and things like that. At the time when we met, if I'm not mistaken, you was doing modeling.
Yes, for Corona.
Yeah, so she was doing modeling for Corona, and we kind of went back and forth a little bit about what she did, about what I did, and somehow, we ended up connecting on some music level. I'm not gonna lie, you gave some game. You came with some game to the table. I'll give you that. She came with some real good game that I felt like was real useful in my camp during the time. I was at a point where I was kind of like, I exhausted a lot of my resources and a lot of my methods, and I was looking for something new. And you kind of came with that brain, right? So, we ended up linking up, and if I'm not mistaken, our manager's behind the set right now. He was there too. He was there. Yep, he was there for sure.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
that's right. He
yeah.
was there for it all.
Yeah, he was there for sure. I think he was the one pushing me. He was definitely involved in some type of capacity, but we kind of just all went like a little bit hand in hand. At that time, I was I was living in a studio. I was real like rock bottom for me. It was about 2016, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there.
Hmm.
And it was rock bottom for me. I was starting from scratch. The only thing I had to my name was a studio, no car, no nothing. And I remember when we met, and you kind of gave me that game on like what to do with the merch and all that because you were promoting for Corona. You kind of had some knowledge on how to like promote some accessories and things like that.
Hmm.
It kind of opened my eyes, right? Like I said, at first I was like, man, it's just another night, another female, woody whoop. But nah, you gave some game. I tip my hat off to you on that.
Thank you.
And fast forward, I mean, we definitely started off as friends first. We used to work together. We traveled a lot. We hit the road together,
Yeah, we did.
and she was always on me. I just never gave her no play though.
What do you mean?
You want to get into this?
Yes, we can get into this because
Okay,
I
okay.
was cool. We were friends. I was chilling.
We were chilling. Okay, yeah, we was chilling. We was working, and then every chance you got, you try to scoot up on me,
No,
get
I
hella
didn't.
close.
No, I
You try to
didn't.
come sit on my lap.
No, you would always try to hug me hecka close when I was saying bye to
Nah,
you.
nah.
No,
Okay, see, but I
stop
do
it.
that with everybody. I still do that now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I still do that now.
Be grabbing bitches hella close?
I mean, not too close because of the whole pandemic that's going on. But
Oh, and
like,
that's the only reason?
I mean, shit, we gotta be safe out here. You
Okay.
know what I mean? A little 6 feet.
Say less. I'd be giving my little hugs, like, but okay, it's fine.
You be giving your little hugs. Who you be hugging? Who you be hugging?
What do you mean who I be hugging?
Who you be hugging that you be
When
giving your little
when
hugs?
I meet people, I give them the hug. When bitches say hi to me, I give them a hug. Now I'm gonna bring them in close too, just like you.
Oh, by all means, as long as you bringing them back. This is my whole thing,
I
right?
ain't bringing nobody back.
Listen, you should be wasting your time and nobody else's. If you put it like that. But look, can we get back to the story? So we ended up, you know, like I said, we was friends. She kept trying to get at me, giving me them little signals. If I'm gonna stay, you did some real stepping out of friend zone. I had to put you
I
back in
mean,
the friend
I
zone a
was
few times.
flirtatious, yes, but as are you.
Yeah, but how can you be like that with a friend though?
I don't know. I just can.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? That's why it kind of made me iffy. Like, nah, hold on. I'm just trying to be cool. Like, see, I'm the type of person. I don't know if anybody else can feel me, but I'm the type of person that can really like have female friends and not like want anything with them. You know what I mean?
Okay, but yet you were super flirtatious with me too.
Because I'm feeding off of your energy.
Hell no, I'm feeding off of yours.
Man, did you not just say what you just said?
Yeah, I'm flirtatious, but I was being flirtatious back.
Nah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, okay. If we really gotta get down to it, you started it off. I fed off your energy, and we kind of just kept back and forth
I did not.
until I said, "Look, I'm about to stop playing with her." You know what I mean? Like it was just that. I finally gave her a chance. I'm gonna give her a chance. She's cool. Let me give her a quick little chance and shit. Is that pretty good by the way?
It's delicious.
What is it?
It's a meet you.
What kind of beer you got in there?
Right now it's Corona. I prefer the Modelo, but
Uh,
I had to work with what I had.
I hear some Shopify or something going on in the background, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Which is a good sign for everybody watching. We are both wearing Trap Hours merch hoodies. Make sure you cop your gear at traphours.com. But anyways, back to the story. We worked for I think it was like a year. We worked a cool little year, right? Cool. And then somehow we got into an entanglement, right? It started off as an entanglement,
Yeah,
I
it
say.
started off as an entanglement.
And then
for
we
sure.
kind of got, we got kind of close and, we just ended up vibing, I guess. It ended up just really happening real naturally. Like I said, I was at a point in my life where I was still like, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got no car. I ain't got no house. I'm living in a studio. Pretty nice studio, by the way. But,
It was a really nice studio.
it was all I had to my name. And now we come from two different worlds, right? I mean, I come from where I come from. I was, raised in low income environments my whole life, right? And you obviously come from a little bit of a different background. So when we kind of clicked up, typically, it's funny because when we were growing up, I used to always feel like I would connect more with somebody that was from the same background that I came from.
Mm-hmm.
And when we kind of linked up, you were like the suburban girl,
Oh
like
my God, why that voice?
I'm just saying, like, you came around even, I mean, all my friends knew it, used to come to the studio and, you were the little suburban girl. You used to pull up in a candy paint Cadillac. I remember, and in the meantime, like I said, I was down bad. I didn't have a whip.
But I feel like I'm like my personality. I was like really cool. Though. Like you could really take me anywhere. Like I'm not like judgmental or anything.
Nah, 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 not at all. And that's not what I was getting at. I was just saying, like, I guess when I was younger, I just felt like, being from the hood, that I connect with more with somebody that was from the hood as well, right?
Oh, okay, I see what you're
And
saying.
coming across with somebody that was from the suburbs or grew up way nicer than I did, it was just a different vibe. You know what I mean? Like you guys kind of like learn how to appreciate the smaller things that I never even noticed was like kind of in our face. So I said we kind of like balanced each other out for a little bit. So actually, you were actually like a cool partner when we was partners. You know what I mean? Always been a headache, but we was cool. You know what I mean? And just fast forward, here we are. 5, 6 years later, engaged.
I know.
We got one daughter together, and we share four of our kids together as well. Right? We have a total of five. I came with two boys when we first met. You came with a boy and a girl, and we had one together. Now we're seven deep. Actually, right now we've been minivan mobbing.
I know.
So,
The kids have been loving
that's
that
kind of
van
what's funny
too.
is we've been riding in the minivan for the people that's watching and listening.
Yeah.
Crazy story. Somebody just hit our rear tire, of our car. So we've been riding a minivan, which is crazy because it's like, why the fuck would you give me a minivan? Like, why in the fucking right mind would you ever think of giving me a fucking minivan when I got a whole ass fucking Beamer insured, which, like, it don't even make no sense to me. But
Yeah,
I've been
no.
enjoying it. I've been enjoying it. And shout out to everybody in the minivan. I had a couple people, like, reach out to me, like, hey, bro, don't sleep on that Chrysler Pacifica,
Me too.
you
I've had
know?
a lot of moms
And when it came
recommend it.
down to it, right, we started driving the car. I mean, I'm started pressing different buttons. The doors open by themselves. My kids running from the park. The doors opening for them, like
It
hella
was the like
luxurious.
where you change it to drive in reverse. That knob right
It
there
was
was
like a little knob.
is different. Like you got to be careful when you're trying to turn up the music that you don't turn like that.
I ain't gonna lie, it happened to me a few times. I hit neutral in the middle of the freeway. I felt like, it just stuttered a little bit on me. But it's cool though. Like everybody enjoys it. It's spacious, and it's just, it's funny at the same time. But them things is comfortable. Like we just got
It was
back. What
roomy.
was it? We was in the 831 area. We was in Monterey. Shout out to 831. And on the way back, I fell asleep in the back seat. That thing leaned back all the way. It was pretty cool. But I think now where we at in our life right now is for one, we made big progress right from when me and you
Yes.
first met each other, which everybody that's watching, give her a round of applause for actually sticking around. And I take my hat off. I tell you this all the time. You being from where you were from, you come from some sort of money. And when we first met, I was in a situation that I was in. So for you to have some type of like, I say like faith in me, when we first started fucking around, like you could have easily thought like, oh, this nigga a bum. He ain't got no car, he ain't got no crib. You know what I mean? But I guess it's show, right? I mean, shit, we was grinding at the time. We was trying to do what we could. And I mean, we here now. It's been a couple years coming, and man, for the people that really know us personally, or if you've been following us for a long time, I will say that, we've came a long ass way.
Yeah, I
Like,
know they've seen the growth
I
for
mean,
sure.
let me just describe to y'all what life in the studio was like, right? So, we had, I had two studio rooms, and the third one was a bedroom. I turned it into a bedroom.
Hmm.
I was cool with some chick that was sliding. She was sliding the cards and booster and all of that. She renovated my whole studio in exchange for like studio time and graphics. So it was huge for me. I pimped the whole thing out. But in the back room, I had like a sofa bed, what you would call it, and
The
and
wardrobe thing.
yeah, but it ended up breaking. So it ended up turning back into a sofa. It wasn't a sofa bed no more. It turned back into a sofa, and actually, when we used to sleep on it, we had to like cuddle the shit out of each
Yeah,
other
we
in
had to be
order,
like super close
yeah, just
together.
so one wouldn't fall off, right? And then I remember that when you had to get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom was outside. So that was like a whole different challenge. I used to feel hella fucked up, like damn.
And I'm scared of the dark.
Yeah, you
So
was
like,
stuck in it. You faced your fears like a motherfucker in there.
yes, I did.
Because I was looking at I was thinking about that the other day. Like, damn, we didn't even have a studio in there. Luckily, we had auntie. We had an auntie. One of the old school smokers from the hood. Auntie used to clean the bathrooms, and we used to pay her a little extra to make it smell good and as good as possible. And the girls' bathrooms was always the cleanest.
Yeah, she left
So
that like nice.
luckily, I wasn't too ashamed of that. But it's cool, man. It's the beautiful struggle. You feel me? Now, fast forward, here we are. We got a podcast. Um, we're doing great in the business. We got Trap Hours merch that been growing. We got the Trap Hours brand. We're dipping and dabbing to some TV and film. Hopefully the viewers can see a little more in that of the future. And everybody been around. Like I said, shout out, our manager Markel behind the scenes right now, man. He been around for
Yo,
quite some time too. He been around for all the times that he fell asleep in the studio with his mouth open, getting drowned with some water.
that's messed up.
We had a rule in the studio: don't fall asleep. We all trap hours over here. We all put it in overtime. We cannot fall asleep. Yeah, we enjoyed that though, because my guy he sleep with the mouth open, so it was straight water. One time I don't know what he was dreaming about, but he was cozy than the motherfucker. We poured a whole water. It was like Titanic happening in his dream. That nigga woke up drowning like.
Oh
But
my
real quick,
god.
since we on here, we gotta take a shot of this El Jefe. See what this is. See what this is like. This lightweight. That was lightweight loud on the mics. 1 second. Yeah, hear this little pop for the people that ain't actually seen this. Like I said, smooth. El Jefe tequila. Yeah, though. I'm glad that we're back. Definitely glad that we're back. Now, it's funny because we got straight into conversation and didn't really even talk about what we're branding this new show, right?
Oh
So
yes.
we want to make sure that we let the people know that. So, for the ones that didn't see the intro, if you didn't see the logo in the beginning of this video, or for the ones that are just listening, this new podcast is called Saying What You Want. Why? Because there's a lot of things that a lot of people out there are probably ashamed to talk about or afraid to speak up on, right? And
Right.
we're going to be the people that speak up on it.
And there's no judgment here.
No judgment. It's a no judgment zone, none of that. So I think one of the biggest things here is that, yeah, no filter. Everything's raw,
Yeah.
right? So if you get it, you get it, And this ain't for the soft people. Anybody that's sensitive, please just know it's coming. Everybody will have their opinions. That's what the show's about. Share your opinions on, what you got on this topic. We have a lot of people hit us up, on a daily, asking about tips, about how you do this, how you do that. If you follow us, you probably seen some crazy shit, and actually probably even heard of like some crazy shit. So we're trying to see what to do, right? Um, you know, one of the biggest things is that, at the end of the day, we're all grown here. So whether you got you got some type of question that people have in our DMs, for one, it always stays anonymous. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, I never put any of my girls out on business either for the girls that like ask me questions or they get like a little more
I just
personal
think
with
it's
me.
I just think it's lightweight boosie for people that like, nah, we ain't never gonna put nobody on blast. When somebody asks us a question, it's great that you asked it just for the simple fact that, you know, uh, there's plenty of people that have that same question. And that already takes enough courage to ask the question, right? And going back to the saying what you want, the things that we say to respond to that question, a lot of people won't even say. A lot of people are ashamed to speak up on it. So we look forward to really having these conversations and kind of going into detail on this show about, certain questions that our fans may have, right? Our listeners. And we're going to, down the line, the more crazier and better that the show gets, we're going to, my plan is to, in a way, have like a system where people can call us,
Oh, that would
maybe
be
like
dope.
on live or something like that. Um, where they could call us and give us questions. I know we already have plenty of questions that people have on Instagram. They send us on a daily, but I want people to actually call in and ask their questions so people kind of hear what they got to say. And we just want to be able to respond. You know, I've had some crazy questions. I mean, for the people that's watching us, like I said, back to us, right? We're engaged. We get married this year, right?
Yep.
And a lot of people ask, I see your stories or I see your page. Like, how do you and your girl do that? For one, people want to know, as an artist myself, how do you deal? Like, how do you even deal with all the shit that comes with being with a rapper, right? And we're not talking about like no rapper that's just rapping for a hobby, right? Like, this is an actual. I do this for a living, so I not only do I travel, but the certain things that it come with, the women, the issues, the problems, the absence. Like, can you give us a little insight as like how exactly do you deal with it? Honestly, no filter.
Honestly, I guess, well, when we decided to, like, make our relationship official and everything, I feel like you were already a rapper.
Okay.
So I already knew what I signed up for. I knew there was going to be the girls in the picture. I mean, that's just a part of your career, it's a part of your artistry. You know what I mean? So after that, it really comes down to me and you. So, like, I feel really comfortable in our relationship. I feel I'm secure in my position, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't bother me. If anything, like when girls are coming up to you to like get autographs and pictures, like for a lot of people that like might be there, you'll see I'm the one taking the behind the scenes and taking pictures of like all of
Facts.
this happening.
Facts.
So that doesn't bother me because I like this is your dream and I support your dream. You know what I mean? I would never come between that, and you have never given me a reason to think otherwise, that like I should be jealous or I should be worried. You know what I mean? So I think it comes down to the relationship itself.
Okay. Now, I mean, one of the pieces of the question was like, most of the time, it isn't your partner that you're worried about. It's the people coming close to your partner. So, going back to like the pictures or anything like that, when they get a little too close, does it concern you? Like, hold on, you getting a little too close to my nigga over there.
No, because I'm very boisterous. Like if I see something that's out of pocket, I'm gonna say something. You know what I mean?
And what's out of pocket? Can we hear what's out of
What's
pocket?
out of pocket is that one
Oh shit! Hold
time
on, she got loud.
I got a story, a mini story time
All
here.
right, talk to us.
What was out of pocket was one time you were performing at the Palladium.
What is that? Modesto?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a little club in Modesto or whatever. And you're up there, you're rapping, putting on your little show. I'm over there like cheering you on in the crowd.
Hold on. 1 second, cause I gotta backtrack right there.
What?
For a second, you gotta be fucked up. Don't ever call my show a little show.
Well, you know what not
I
that
just
it
want to
was
throw that.
little.
Hold on, I just want to throw that out there because I do everything big on my mama. You feel
Okay,
me?
well, your big show.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
That sounds better.
So, your big show, there's this drunk bitch in the crowd, okay?
Oh shit.
And at first I'm like, she look a little tipsy. Okay, I thought she was like trying to like get on stage and like twerk or something because I see that often. But no, as you're getting closer to the crowd, she's trying to grab your dick.
Oh shit.
And
This
I
happened
was,
to me?
yes, and I was not having it.
Oh shit.
I was not fucking having it.
But she didn't get to grab it.
No, she didn't get to because you backed up and I got snatched up by one of your friends.
Oh, okay. Okay, for sure. Okay. And snatched up in what manner though?
What do you mean?
Like when you say snatched up, I mean when somebody say snatched up, this is
because
like
I was coming
this
for
is like
her.
by the hair.
No, I like got grabbed.
Held back.
I got like held back.
Okay. Just want to clarify. Ain't nobody just snatching up what's mine like that. You feel me? Okay. We just want to put that out there, clarify that a little bit.
I got held back
Okay,
because
okay, for sure.
now that's too much for me.
Now, what was too much? The
Trying to grab your dick, like no, I don't think
I'd
so.
have let her do her thing. You should have let her do her thing. She a fan. She here for the people. She
No, I have
probably one
my
of the people
boundaries,
paying our
and
bills.
that was not okay with me.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you absolutely right though. You ain't with it. You ain't with it. But now, what about they want to know like what about the videos though, right? Because if you know baby gas videos, not the ones that we do back in the hood or anything like that, but if you know the fun baby gas videos, what do you mostly see on there?
Ass,
Ass, ass,
ass.
and titties,
Yes.
all of it, right? So like, how do you deal with that? Because you know me, I don't hold back either. If I'm really doing a scene, there's a couple of videos where like, you know, grabbing cheeks, squeezing it, damn near rubbing on it. Like,
Well, it's a part of the video, and what a lot of people don't see is like a lot of the times I'm the one booking these girls, or I'm the one that like will reach out to an agency. I'm looking for however so many girls, and like I'm handpicking them, but these are models and they're here to do a job. And if they're coming here to do a job, especially for my man in a video, I expect you to do it right.
okay,
And
okay,
these models are hella cool. Like, not every girl wants your man. Like, some females need to get that out of their head.
facts,
These girls are here to do a job and what they're getting paid to do.
facts.
And that's exactly what they did. And these girls are hella cool. Like, we be chilling after. I be talking to them. Like, I'm over there hyping them up. They're like, hey, how does my hair look? I'm going to make sure you look good because I want my man's video to look good. So,
Correct, correct. And I just want to put this out there. Like, I got a friend of mine. I won't say no names, but I got a friend of mine. He's an artist too, and he got a girl who don't really necessarily understand that. Matter of fact, she offered to be his model in all videos.
yeah, you can't
Right,
do
right,
that.
and I mean, she wasn't the prettiest thing in the book, right? And it wasn't even that. Actually, matter of fact, let me retract that. It wasn't necessarily only about the looks, but it's just not what you do for a living, right? When we do videos, we want these women that know what they're doing, that ain't shy, that been in front of cameras,
Correct.
that can easily do what they're asked to do, right? So, yeah, I mean, for the ladies out there, and I think it kind of goes both ways. Like, what do you think if you have a female artist that has a boyfriend, husband, fiance, whatever it may be, and they, the roles are switched? Does it still apply the same way? Do you feel like, hey, this is her dream? You got to be able to, this is her dream. You got to be able to switch. I see some things switch over there. What happened over there? He over there. He over there. He over there moving our camera. We still good? Everything
right.
good? We in frame over there? That's cool, y'all. Don't even trip. This is all non-scripted over here. Shit happens.
Yeah, first episode. We're still trying to figure it out.
Even shit, it don't matter if it's the 20th episode. We can't stop what's bound to happen, right? So, at the end of the day, though, yeah. Back to my question. My bad. Do you feel like it's still the same? Like if you got a female artist that got a male partner, and the roles are switched. She probably need like some male models in her videos. Like what's too much?
I think that depends on those two people what too much is.
Okay, that's a great answer. That's a great
I
answer.
can't speak for anybody else's boundaries.
People just want to know what's up with you in the bed with all the girls on Best on Earth.
Oh my God, we do not have to talk about that.
Nah, we got to talk about it.
Just
People
went off subject.
Nah, that was completely on subject. We talking about videos. We talking about models.
Nothing happened. It was just for the video.
I mean, you look real comfortable. Real comfortable.
Well, yeah,
And you,
'cause we
you look
were-
like you were enjoying the shit out of yourself. If you might not,
we were having fun. It felt like a girls' night. We were all talking ahead of time before the scene.
we doing a whole ass fucking video. What do you mean it felt like a girl's night?
Well, because we were all like drinking. I mean, you were the only guy there.
She was like, let me in there.
No, I wasn't.
Squeezed herself under the covers. She getting all kissed up on. You can see her in the video. If you ain't never seen the video, go on YouTube. Baby Gas Best on Earth remix. She was in there feeling herself.
It was like 2 seconds.
No. Oh, yes. The clip that we used in the video was like 2 seconds. But behind the scenes, you in bed, it took you some time to get out that motherfucker. I had to remind you it was me shooting the video.
No, you
Like,
didn't.
nah.
Stop.
Hey, look, but once again, shout out to all our beautiful women out there, all the models that help us create these dope ass movies, right? And
Yes, I love all you guys, and I speak to a lot of you guys on a daily, anyways.
correct.
So,
And we just want to throw that out there. When we do videos, it's the same way, right? I mean, everything's business. I
hmm,
respect anybody that pulls up on just a business hype. That's the biggest
correct.
thing for us, right? Because if we wanted to just hire groupies or people that wanted to show up because they were interested in us rather than the actual music video, I mean, we'd have been did that. But a lot of these women that come through and help us put this vision together, man, we salute y'all. Keep doing y'all thing out there. It's great. Now back to the subject. Like you said, it definitely goes back to the foundation,
Hmm.
right? It goes back to the foundation when it comes to like helping people with their dreams, especially your partner, and really having trust in your partner as far as like what they want to do, what comes with it. Now, you made a comment earlier though that said when we first made our relationship official, I was already a rapper. Now, would it be different if we had got together and I wanted to be a rapper after the fact?
It might have been if that's not what I signed up for.
Mm,
And if that wasn't a discussion, then yeah, it might have changed things.
okay,
And
okay,
that depends on the person once again. You know what I mean? Somebody might be down with it, like, yeah, cool, you want to be a rapper? Like, for sure. Somebody else might be like, I didn't sign up for that, though.
correct. Well, I mean, if I may say, because I see this a lot, and I'm speaking to everybody on this, I feel like some people will say, "Okay, I'm down with that," without realizing that their partner or this person that is doing this rap career,
Hmm.
singing career, whatever it is, I feel like sometimes they say they're okay with it, okay with it. My bad, without even realizing that this person might really pop off,
Hmm.
right? Which it kind of goes back to you believing in your partner. In my personal opinion, that's like way fucked up. You signed up, said yeah, it was cool because you didn't think that person was gonna actually pop off. It was like wait, like you wasn't really believing in your partner. You
Yeah.
know, um, so that just goes for all the people out there. I mean, because we get that. I get that all the time. You get that all the time.
Hmm.
How's your girl so cool with it? Or hey, girl, how you cool with him and all these girls? But I mean, I guess it's also now. Do you feel like for the people that are watching and the people that don't know that ain't watched our Instagram, um, you like women as well,
Hmm.
right? So do you think that that plays a part in it, like in you being cool with seeing me with other women? Do you feel like you get like just a little kick out of it? You know what I mean? Like, oh, she actually cute because you handpick these women
Hmm.
from my music videos, right? So, do you feel like you handpicked them like she cute, and then when you see us like vibing in a music video, even though it's business, you might get a little smirky and then like, oh, they look cute over there and shit.
I feel like I'm really good at separating like business and pleasure. I won't mix the two. So,
How good though? Because here we are.
no, but I mean as far as like with the models and stuff like that come on set,
Okay, okay.
I don't mix the two. Like I'm in full on like professional work mode, so I look at it like, she's here to do a job. Yes, she's beautiful. I'm glad she was in this video. Um so I don't know if that really like me liking girls really like makes a difference with that because I'm still looking at it from a professional standpoint.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And me, like, it's funny that you said that, because even though you do have like a lot of trust, for your partner and stuff like that, you hella jealous.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Now, how do you, how do you like, because I'm the same way, right? Like, what's mine is mine, and
Mhm.
I'm big on that. Um, it's just like how do you like separate the two? Like you said, like you're absolutely jealous. You're a jealous person, right? You go back to the girl trying to grab my dick or whatever
Yeah,
on
like that was
stage.
my like no, like you got me fucked up. That's a little too
But
much
but
now.
you but you also, I mean, it's a weird situation. You like girls, you
Yes.
understand what comes with it, but you're jealous. So when do you choose to be jealous, and when do you choose that like it's cool, let it slide?
I think when it's, I don't know, like not on a sneaky level, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, like you could just read certain girls and some of them like you could like, nah, bitch. Like, no.
Like,
Other
nah, it ain't happening.
no, nah, it's not
And now, when
happening.
you say sneaky, like, does she got to do it in front of you? Do you feel like, if you
Yeah,
know?
if you're gonna do something, do it in front of me.
Don't be scared now. Don't be
Yeah,
scared now.
don't. If you're like trying to catch you like by yourself somewhere, yeah, like that's a problem for me. Like, why are you two over there like in the cuts? Like,
Yeah, I
nah.
guess I'm the same way. I guess I'm for sure the same way. Because I be real territorial about my stuff too.
Yeah, you do.
And why you say it like that?
Because you be getting jealous too.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, and this is, for the people that are listening, this is strictly about, like, with women, right? This ain't got
Yes.
nothing to do with niggas. I know what
No,
time
never.
I know what time it is with mine. I ain't never got to worry about no niggas. But I'm the same way, right? When you dealing with somebody who is bisexual and likes men and women, right? The rules apply all around, right? We talk about this all the time,
Yes.
So the moment that I found out that you like women too, you know, same rules apply as it would to niggas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like you said, you gotta watch yourself, watch your steps. Even if it is with women, okay, shit. You chopping it up over there with old girl. You better be bringing her back. You know what I mean?
For
If you gonna
sure.
do something, do it in front of me too. You feel me? Because I think and I get hella people that be asking me about this, like, yo, like, you lucky. Lucky. I had some dude hit me up the other day on my Instagram, like, hey, bro, like, you just one lucky ass dude. You probably be like, having the time of your life. Your girl like girls. And I just want to throw that shit out there. Like, it ain't always green on, the grass ain't always green on that side. There's a lot of things that come with it. And like you said, there's a lot of things that you got to look out for, right? One of the things being like, I'm not too sure like what type of temperature this female's on, right? Because of course, like the typical fantasy that a lot of niggas may have, like, yeah, I want two women in bed with me,
Yeah.
whoop, whoop, and that's cool. Oh, by all means, that's lovely, but it's just the extracurricular shit that come with it. You know what I mean? Like me, like I said, when it goes back to being territorial, I'm just like, shit. You know what I mean? What y'all having that? What y'all whispering over there for?
Yeah.
Having a little conversation without me and shit. I mean, fucked up. I guess like, like you said, it kind of goes back to like the boundaries that you guys got with each other, right? Because you tell me this all the time, like, you flirtatious as hell,
Yeah, you are.
and I am. I've always been like that, and it ain't never ever been like a flirtatious, like I automatically wanna go there with you. Shit, I just be enjoying myself. Like,
Might be the hard eyes,
oh, I
the
said,
little water wet emojis.
nah, 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 nah. Hold on, take a step back. I don't ever just send water emojis. I gotta know what that thing do for me to send a little sprinkle, sprinkle. You know what I mean? That, trust me, that shit ain't just coming out my emoji list just like that. I'm sending matter of fact, that's a good subject. My popular emojis is the heart eyes and the devil. That's my two ones. That's how I'm coming. What about yours?
Mine are the hard eyes, the kissy one.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
And the devil one doesn't really come out too much unless like I've already like been there with you or we're like we know we're about to go there.
The devil?
Yeah.
Oh, see, nah.
That's when I use it, at least for me.
Okay, okay, for sure. See, if we already been there, I'm eggplant, eggplant, eggplant. Peach, peach, peach. I'm throwing it all out there. But if I'm just trying to see what it do, I mean, I guess that's how I'm sliding in there. Hard eyes, little, little devil or the demon, because I got the demon one too. But the demon
The
ain't.
demon one, which one? Is that the one that looks like it has like a red mask?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't use that one.
You.
I might scare somebody away. Like, bitch, why you sending me this?
Now you say that, that's probably why I ain't got a few replies.
Yeah, I
I
probably think
probably,
you're trying to do a ritual on them or something demonic.
oh shit, nah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. I might have to hold that one back.
Yeah, don't use that one.
Nah, not no more.
No, not no more.
Okay, yeah, I won't use that one then. Yeah, I didn't look at it like that. Looked like I was trying to lick somebody or something for real. Hit a lick on somebody. Like, bitch, let's link up with the little red demon. Nah, but I'm glad that you even touched on that subject though, because I feel like that's one of the biggest things that people always talk about. Like, people seem to just watch us have hella fun, right? And for the people that be watching, like this is for real. Like, I know a lot of times when you're doing the social media stuff, you're in front of cameras. A lot of people are faking it in front of cameras, and
Yeah.
then behind cameras is like a whole different ordeal. You know what I mean? But I feel like we're pretty authentic, raw. No filter on the shit. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, excuse me, if it don't, it don't, right? And ain't nothing scripted. Like I said just a couple minutes ago, Markel back there was fucking with the cameras. Or earlier today we had traveled hella hours, back
I
home, and
know.
we didn't really even want to do the first episode of the podcast, and here we are. So, I'm glad that you touched on that subject just for because a lot of people always asking like, how do you guys do it? You guys always seem hella cool, hella chill. I just feel like, sometimes you got a partner, you gotta like really kick it. And like really be their partner and shit. You feel me?
And we were.
Nah, we are though. That's the
Well,
present term.
yes, correct. But I
Not
mean, like,
only
even in the beginning, like how we started, like, we were like,
no, that's cool, but for the viewers out there, for the listeners, I just want to make it clear, like, for one, you ain't have to get with each other from like being in the friend zone, and then you know
yeah.
what I mean, because you in the friend zone for a little minute, you know what I mean. But a lot of people might just dive into it instantly, like together, and I feel like the biggest tip that I got for people is just kick it. If you can't hang out with your partner, or you already at that point where like fuck, I need a break, from my partner, like your partner might be like where you're knowing, and that might not be for you.
Yeah.
Because when it comes down to it, I got partners like some of my niggas that I could kick it with, on the daily basis. And sometimes I need a break from them, but they're my niggas though. You feel me? If the person that you live with or the person that you lay your head next to is starting to become annoying and you start needing a break from them from time to time, I mean, I could see all that already going downhill like way. You know what I mean? I feel like we kick it. We do a lot of shit together. Your ass be annoying, but we kick it.
Okay. You get annoying too.
Nah, I mean, babe, stop playing. Take a shot while you at it with your annoying ass. Hit that shit. Hit some of that El Jefe tequila. Once again, if you ain't sipping El Jefe, you ain't sipping correctly. Ooh,
Stuck in there.
you chill. She just popped that motherfucker. Heard the look.
Work out with the sound effects in
Yeah,
the back.
I heard it echo over there. Yeah, pass that over here. Pass that over here. Pass that over here. But yeah, man, for everybody that's watching is saying what you want. So from here on out, if you're watching this and you follow on social media, which by the way, you can follow us at Trap Hours Familia, and from there you'll be able to get in tune with the rest of our personal pages. You can follow me individually. You can follow Mrs. Trap Hours individually. But for the most part, follow us on Trap Hours Familia. That's the place where you can go and you'll catch everything that has to do with both of us.
Yes.
With that being said, follow us on there. You feel free to ask us any questions that you may have. Like I said, everything will be anonymous. If you don't believe us, you can hit us from a fake page, whatever you want to do. But I know there's a lot of people that got questions that want answered, right? And you can't just typically Google this type of shit.
I know, and I know a lot of the girls want to hear, like, a lot from me with certain situations that obviously we probably wouldn't dive into this episode, but
Even though it sounds juicy, you got some shit.
it's juicy.
you got some. Yeah, nah, definitely. I just feel like at the end of the day, I've watched a lot of podcasts out there, and no offense to all the other podcasts out there, but Some of them you could tell that they all raw, straight off the dome, and some are just scripted. Either people want the views, or either people don't really see me when I look up to somebody and I'm looking for advice on any type of subject. I'm asking somebody that is either doing what I want to do and they're doing it correctly. Like I'm not gonna go to any of my single partners and ask for couples advice or relationship
Right.
advice, right? So you got to know who you asking. So when people ask us, it's very important that I don't know. I just like to respond to this shit, and it's not even necessarily just couples. Whether it's business, I get it all the time. People asking me like, "Hey, how can I come up with this music shit?" Or, "Hey, man, I'm just trying to start my business." Which we'll talk a lot about on this show.
I get that too. One girl actually, she DMs me often, and she reached out to me and just to let me know that she started her business. She went for it, and I think she was about to get her LLC. And I thought that was fucking dope, man. I thought that was really cool. I for sure congratulated her and everything. And it just like it amazes me how they reach out to me. She's like, just by watching you, like I did it. I just wanted you to know I went and I did it.
That's tight.
I'm like, that's
That's
fucking
tight.
tight.
Congratulations to her, because I think that's a real hard step to take, right? I mean, I think a lot of people right now, especially in today's time, especially if you're living in California, shout out to all the California listeners, because the universe knows it's tough out here for us. You know, um, Everybody just got to grind twice as hard. It's a little faster pace. You got to move a little different. And I think that one of the biggest things that we're doing here is like, when you work for yourself, it all depends on your situation, right? We got 5 kids. So
Yes.
when people ask us like, why do you do this? How do you do it? For one, why is for my family. Salute to everybody that worked in 9 to 5 jobs, and I've done it. I mean, I've worked a variety of jobs. I worked at country clubs when I was younger. I worked at Freebirds rolling burritos. I worked at Costco warehouse. I worked at U.S. Foods. So I did my fair share of the 9 to 5s, and one of the things that I noticed that I was missing out on family time, and I was diving in and feeding the CEO's family. CEO would be taking his time off, chilling, while I'm out here 12-hour shifts away from mine. So it kind of just, that's the why for me. Now, how I did it, I'm going to give a quick tip. Fuck it. This is the first episode, but I'm going to dive into it. The way that I did it was I dissected how much money I was making, in the 9 to 5 world. And matter of fact, I was looking a little more onto like people earning a little less. So what's the like typical common amount that you may make in a day? And it came out to be $100, right? So I took that number right there, and I told myself, if I can make $100 a day, every day, I'll be good. And there's a lot of couple things. There's a couple things that go into like having a 9 to 5. Like you got to pay for lunch, you got to pay for travel, you got to get there. You know what I mean? Your uniform, whatever it is, if you need boots, any type of gear that you need, you're constantly spending out of your
And if you
paycheck.
have daycare.
Daycare, your kids don't go to school yet. And there's a lot, so I salute the people that work 9 to 5s and they do it cool, because it's all about like what you want, right? What I always liked about the 9 to 5s was that it's always guaranteed money, right? All you gotta do is come through, show up on time, clock in, do your thing, and you're gonna receive this paycheck at the end of the 2 weeks,
Along with your benefits.
along with your benefits. Now, when you doing what we do, like I said, the grass ain't always greener. It depends what your situation is. Money ain't always guaranteed. If you ain't showing up, there ain't no pay. There is no paid time off. All that type of thing that goes into effect. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. But for the people that do be asking me, how do you do it? That's it. Dissect how much you making and see how you gonna make that. It don't matter how you make that. You flipping yard sale, you on offer up, you selling food out the crib, you know what I mean? Like you flipping your shoes, clothes, things from and I don't know. I just feel like there's a million ways to make money. So if you can make that same amount of money that you're making every day at your 9 to 5, I think that's cool. And for the people that do stick with the 9 to 5s and still trying to achieve their dreams, hit that shit. You know what I mean? That's definitely it's definitely not a waste of time. I know you tired. You probably hit an 8 to 12 hour shift. Want to come home and put some hours in on your dream, and you ain't doing it. And that's what trap hours is. For the people that be watching us and what's trap hours? What's trap hours? That right there, that mentality, that state of mind that you actually trapping yourself in every day to get something done. If you're doing 8 hours at work, those are your trap hours right there. You're trapped there. You're coming home, put in another 4 hours to your dream. That's trap hours right there. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. You see where we're at, now in life, right? And we
Hmm.
didn't start this way.
No, we
That's
didn't.
what I want to let everybody know. You can actually do it. There's big things and there's big visions that we look up to and like, damn, we want to get there. And to look back like, oh shit, back to how I was talking about, just came from the studio and, we was living in the studio and I ain't have no car to now see where we living at, to see what we driving. Trust me, it is possible.
And I think it's the consistency. You just got to keep going.
Yeah, yeah. You definitely ain't lying about that. It's definitely the consistency. And I think that one of the biggest things for us with this show, which I look forward to continuing, right, is just connect with the people. You know what I mean? Talk to us. Let us know what you want to know. If you look up to us, if you feel like we're doing something that you want to do and you feel like we could give you the game, we'll give it.
For sure.
We ain't never been scared to give game out here. That's for everybody out there. If you know something and you don't want to give the game up to your friends around you, you're not the individual I'd want around me. Because it don't hurt nobody. I give game all the time, and I forgot who it was. I think don't quote me on this, but I think it was like Elon Musk or something. Said something about like he don't ever care about giving the blueprint out or his ideas out because 99% of the time people ain't gonna execute, right? So
Yeah.
a lot of people out here won't give the game because they're afraid, like, oh, they might take it. They might
Hmm.
take my idea and run. But there's room for everybody. I mean, if I could count on my hands how many times I've seen it, like, trust me, I'd run out of fingers. People out here just won't give the game up because they feel like their position is at risk if they give you the game as to how they do it. So here on Saying What You Want, we ain't doing none of that. Tap in
Yeah.
with us, send us questions, send us topics you want us to talk about. We'll try to get to it as much as possible. Is there anything that you want to touch bases on this episode? Kind of get people familiar with us.
Um, no, just that there's just no judgment here. I mean, we could talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about, and
Cool,
we're going to give it to you raw.
cool, cool. Oh shit, that went. Oh shit.
You know what I mean.
Nah, shit. Do I? That motherfucker. All right. So, what's our time looking at back there? We almost at that time. Yeah, for sure. Right before we go, we gotta take another El Jefe for the people.
All right,
Once
all
again,
right.
El Jefe Tequila. So if you watching, if you listening, once again, this is the Saying What You Want podcast. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you add to our RSS feed. All of that. Yeah, pass that over here. And once again, shout out to our sponsor, El Jefe Tequila.
Yep.
Oh, and by the way, we'll just go ahead and throw this out since this is episode 1. For all the upcoming brands, upcoming companies, and things like that, if you guys are interested in any type of placement here on the show, make sure you reach out to us. You can reach out to us at sayingwhatyouwant@outlook.com. Send us an email. Let us know a little bit about your brand. We'll go a little bit further. Once again, I go by the name of Baby Gas.
I'm Mrs. Traphours.
And this is the Saying What You Want podcast. Fuck with us. Come on.